Hello friends, welcome back for some more Jaws of the Lion, the Generals. So I've done some unlocks off camera and I realized I probably should have waited. So let's go through these things one by one. It's not much, but there's a couple things that I was purchasing at the market, and then I stopped over at the Temple of the Great Oak, blessed Hannibal and Boudica, because I wanted to get up the devotion here, and then I quickly realized that that was the next step for getting wealth 3 in Gloomhaven. So we've got a whole bunch of stuff that just unlocked after I just spent some money here, but Hannibal does have some money left over. I'll just see if that's really going to be helpful here. So first in Getorix, I ended up purchasing the blade armor. This was something that we got, I believe. This came from the scenario that which will not be named. That terrible scenario a couple episodes ago. I think this was one of the things that we got from it as a reward. So I purchased it. It's just the design, of course. I had to purchase it for Vercingetorix. I ended up selling off his... let's see here. He had the hide armor. Since he already has the... let's see here. Extreme Fortitude. He does not, or he ignores negative item effects. So, if that brought anything, which I actually didn't even think about. No, it didn't even bring anything at all anyway. Okay. But chain armor, no, chain mail is bringing in 3 negative ones. So blade armor is not actually doing it, but what it does is, if he's damaged by an attack, he can gain... or he will gain shield 2 for the attack, and the attacker suffers 2 damage. Now there is a bladed armor in Gloomhaven, so this feels like this is the Jaws of the Lion version of the bladed armor, or maybe it's called sword edge armor. I think maybe that's what it's called. So it's kind of similar to that, except that the bladed armor makes the attacker suffer damage no matter where they are, instead of, I believe it is the sword edge armor, has a retaliate of 1 every time that, for 3 times. He'll gain, whoever's the wearer is, will gain shield 1 and retaliate 1. So if that is a melee attack, great, you have retaliate, but if it's a ranged attack, then that retaliate goes away, it's not used. In this case, now it's kind of like retaliate 2 without a range, which is pretty nice. What else did I do? I think that might be all that I was doing for... Oh, that's right. No, I did pick up the Eagle Eye goggles for Brennus. That's the second set of Eagle Eye goggles gone. He kind of went without for too long, and I didn't see another option for him, so I figured this would be a good thing. Amulet of Life is something that's coming because we have Wealth of 3. I still think the Eagle Eye goggles is going to be a better fit for Brennus. Though the Amulet of Life is really good about removing poison and wound. So, right. Well, let's take a look at everything else that we've unlocked, and maybe we'll come across something for Hannibal. He's completely filled to the brim at the moment, so whatever we do purchase, it better fit him pretty well. Let's see, first, we've got the Jagged Sword. This is going to be a melee attack. They'll gain wound. In this case, it's during your wound, or during your any attack, you'll gain wound for the entire attack action. This is just for a single attack, but it's reusable. I would say I like Jagged Sword more. The difference would be that this can be used for range attack targeting many enemies, whereas this one, if you had many enemies, then you're not able to target more than one. But it is reusable, so there's that. Then there's the Long Spear, which will turn your single target melee attack into that formation, where that gray is where you're standing, of course. I really do like this if I'm not using the a shield. I like having the long spear. It's reusable, whereas the battle axe is not. I think the reasoning that this is not reusable is because it's just one-handed, and this might be easier formation to get into, whereas the long spear is both your hands, and this formation might be harder. Now, I mean, I feel like if you can get in this formation, it's probably fine to get in this formation, but there are walls and obstacles, and maybe you don't have enough movement to get around the enemies. So the long spear, I feel like, is pretty good for making an attack kind of piercing through the melee into the ranged enemy that's behind them. That's kind of the way I liked to use the long spear. There was one other thing that unlocked. Right, it was the oak charm design, so we can now purchase this if we'd like. I don't think I'm going to. As for boots, we now have the heavy greaves, so you can be immune to all forced movement, either by the enemies or the scenario effects. Great. These are pretty situational. If you're facing a lot of, let's say, wind demons, they like to push and pull quite a bit. The heavy greaves can be pretty helpful. This does add in a -1 to your modifier deck, so obviously fitting to the theme. If you are a heavy frontline character, typically you're able to get that type of perk that allows you to ignore negative item effects. Someone like Brennus is not going to have something like that. So he's more of a light to medium armored character or a class. Hannibal would be a pretty similar thing, and Boudica would be a very light, is kind of the theme that it's sticking to. And I like the way that it kind of sneaks in there. The way that Gloomhaven tells the story with its perks, with its cards, the name of the cards, the abilities, and the theme is in there, and a story is in there, but it might be difficult to see if you're not looking for it. And we've got the major healing potion and the moon earring. The moon earring is going to refresh all of your spent items. Now that does not mean this cannot be refreshed because it has an X on it. This means that it is exhausted, so you can't refresh an exhausted. I believe that's the terminology, exhaust. Whereas I don't know what the word is for this. I kind of feel like tap is a word that you can use here. Just use it, but you can bring this back from long rests. The moon earring would bring back anything with that tiny icon on it, but not that icon. So basically, the moon earring is really good for items that have a one-time use, whereas, let's see here, the chainmail has 3 uses before it's tapped or fully used, and in that case, you'd want to be using it 3 times before you bring it back. Well, if you don't tap it, you can't bring it back even if you use the chainmail just that 1 time or 2 times. You have to use it all 3 times. Tap it. Basically, it in the board game, it would be taking the actual chainmail card and turning it to I don't know, 90 degrees or whatever. And then once it's there on a long rest, you can return it. So in this case, with the moon earring, the only way for you to spend or to refresh the item is to first spend the item. That's the word I'm looking for. Spent, not tap. But moon earring, that could be something. It's definitely something I'm interested in. I'm not sure. I mean, it would be good for the eagle eye goggles. Both of those are completely exhausted. The boots of speed, and then all of this would be exhausted. So I tend to go for the moon earring, and there's a couple other earrings that are even better than this. If you have more than just 1 or 2. It's better to have 3, 4, maybe 5. All of these items can be used and spent and then refreshed. So, like the Boots of Striding, for instance, the Poison Dagger, a shield, the Chain Armor would be a good thing, and this. So if he had like a shield here, this would be a really good one anyway. So Brennus would probably be a good candidate for the Moon Earring first. Well, anyway, that's enough of that. I just wanted to go through some of this. I'm not seeing anything for Hannibal that is better than what he has. The big thing here is the major healing potion. Both Vercingetorix and Brennus are definitely interested in that, but they don't have the money, so we're not going to be thinking about that until later. Cool. Okay, well, for today's episode, we are going to the greatest job in the world. This is for the Demolitionist. He has to destroy a cursed warehouse. Side quest, the objective is to destroy all pillars, lose if any mercenary becomes exhausted. Any mercenary this time. We're looking at Vermling Scouts, Raiders, and these living spirits. They come in with 3 shield. They're flying. A health of 3, so they're really low health, but that 3 shield makes it a bit difficult to get through sometimes. Which is a good thing for something that can add wound. Vercingetorix, for instance, we've got that Burn Away the Dark, where we can wound a whole bunch of enemies. If he's standing in the middle of a bunch of living spirits, that's a really good place to use it. Okay, well, I say we go in. I don't think there's anything else that I'm interested in changing or looking at. No. Let's go.
The Demolitionist just can't say no to a good demo job. There's no greater feeling than that, which comes from breaking everything in sight. You gear yourself up and head over to the derelict building slated for destruction. The building's been abandoned for a while, plus there's this whole curse thing, so you're not sure what to expect when you walk inside. You feel the presence of some lingering spirits, but they're not going to stop you from getting to work.
No, they will not. I assume that's the living spirits. Open a door or take long rests. I like that one, Straggler. Fast healer or kill 5 or more monsters. Since he's going to be the one going against the pillars, this might not be a good thing for him. Fast healer, we can try that out, though. I feel like I don't think I've ever had Brennus complete fast healer because I typically forget about it. So, alright, we'll try it again. Gambler, kill a monster with an attack that has disadvantage, or pincushion, be targeted by attacks from 3 or more monsters. We'll go for Gambler. Assistant and Altruist. Altruist. That seems like something Budik would be interested in. Alright. Well, before we jump into this, of course, I'd like to take anything and everything. We have level, and is it micro missiles? Micro missiles. So these are the 2 that are going to be the most useful here. I don't think anything else. I mean, wind up could be helpful. No, I think that's good. I think that's good. Everything else seems to be... I don't have anything else that seems to be for objects with health. But we'll definitely focus with that, with Brennus on those pillars. Everybody else can kind of control and deal with the other monsters while Brennus does his demo work. Round 1. So these are the pillars. And it looks like they're not going to be damaging us. That was one fear that I had, is when you make an attack against them, do they retaliate in any way? Or I'm not sure, but it doesn't look like it. It just says that they're immune to everything. And that's cool. 8 health, that's not too bad. We have this small-ish room with a couple normal living spirits. Just the one doorway into a longer room, small room here, a corridor, and then even smaller corridor back there. So I think my plan is pretty sound. Let's have Brennus take down the pillars, and the other 3 can focus on these before we work on the pillars with them. I think that seems like the good plan, but maybe it's going to turn right here. At the end of a round, when all the pillars of a room have been destroyed, that room and its door are destroyed, and everyone in it suffers 10 damage and moves to the next room. Living spirits cannot be... I was just going to say, let's run. Living spirits cannot be damaged in any other way. In any way other than damage from a room being destroyed. Oh. Okay, well that clears it all up. We cannot attack them at all. All we have to do is just attack those pillars. But we want to be out of the room before we do something like that, right? Right. So. Interesting. This is going to be I feel like this is going to be an interesting puzzle. I like it. I like it so far. So we'll start off at 12 with Vercingetorix. Barbaric Instincts, let's grab a shield. Yeah, we're not going to be able to make them suffer any damage, but this will suffer damage at least. And then we'll disarm this one here. That way we will only have to worry about one attack, and it will be against him, against Vercingetorix. 60, going really late, is Hannibal Power Pitch. Let's just get ready. New favorite. 61, level, and micro missiles. Yeah, just like that. Level will make the attack against this, see what happens, and then micro missiles maybe be able to finish this one off and start work against this one. And then 68, this is kind of a last ditch effort to make sure that this one is gone with Wicked Scratch and Black Boon, just to get moving and we can move somebody else. So my goal, I think it's pretty obvious. Let's get rid of this one, get this one pretty close, and then we're gonna run through here, and somebody, probably Hannibal, standing somewhere around here to make the final attack against that. That's the plan, of course. Okay, they're going to move, attack, and at range 3. We don't have to worry about any of this. Our initiative, I mean. Let's move up to here. We'll target you so we don't have to worry about one attack. And then shield. There's not going to be a pull or anything like that, but I will make that damage. And that'll do. Now, I wish this would actually deal some damage to that. So, when damaged, gain 2. So it looks like I don't need to do this. Is that true? When damaged by an attack, gain 2. I feel like I should have to do that. Huh. Yeah, I feel like by the wording, I should have to take that damage. Okay, well, we'll see. I'm going to move this way so that if it's necessary, then it's going to be Hannibal that makes that final attack from her. So move over here. And end your turn. then we'll make the leveling attack there. Don't worry about any of this stuff now. Cool. Well, that one's done, so that's good. And we'll move... No, we'll move just up to here. I can use those boots later. Alright. A bit scary. I don't want to lie here. Because this one now, I don't want to make this attack because we'd almost certainly be killing it. Right? So let's move. I'll use my boots even. We'll move up next to the door. And I think... I mean, maybe I just bring the Demolitionist up. Maybe I bring him up. Let's bring up Vercingetorix then. Yeah. I would have liked to move Hannibal, of course, but a move 2 wouldn't get him too far. So, this is not necessary, though if I have somebody confirm, I can just skip the attack, I'll gain the experience, but more importantly, I want that darkness. I think I should use this on you right now. Okay. And I do have Robes of Command if I need. Round 2. I've had to change it up a tiny bit because I realized I don't have enough movement for Hannibal this time around. So 6 is Vercingetorix. We've got to move 4 with a shield and Flaming Sickle just to start pounding on the next pillar, maybe. Or maybe we'll see some Vermlings. I'm assuming we're going to be able to attack Vermlings. 11, quick turnaround. I'm going to use this to move to here in bombardment. Oh, sorry. I'm going to use this to move to here and quick turnaround for an attack of 4 at range 4 with a push of 4. And he's going to be here, so I can't make this attack. And of course, we have Brennus and Boudica both left in the first room, so that's going to be left up to Boudica here. 26 for Brennus, robotic enhancement for the movement, and gut punch for an attack of 7. Then 29, commanding presence will be able to finally move out of the doorway and then move Hannibal out of the doorway too. So now everyone's out of this room. Hateful Blast, an attack of 5 at range 3. That should be enough, even with a -1. Everything else works. Everything else works. So what we'll hope for is hitting this. And if we don't, we can try it for later, but regardless, these things will be staying in here. I'm not too worried about the living spirits chasing us through this room. I think they're going to be following behind. And 29 is fast enough, which is what I was kind of worried about. Good. Good. There's no attacks from them, and they're bringing in ice. I don't have to worry about this. Nope. So let's do it. Let's first move in. See, I want to be looking back here. Oh wow. Okay. So we have to worry about them, but of course we don't have to worry about them at this time. We need to kill all of these Vermlings before we make it to the next room. The next room, the rooms are going to get kind of smaller and smaller as we go through, which is a good thing. It's a good thing for sure. So what are they going to do? Oh, they're just jumping and looting. I'm not too worried about that. The problem is that they are going to be blocking a lot. However, we will be out of the room before, so maybe we have to get to where we want to be and then allow them to surround us later. I feel like this is probably a good thing to just make attacks against them. Now, we could just figure out a way to get through, right? Take out the pillars, get through, and let the ceiling fall on all of them, killing all of them except for these two. They would have 2 health left over. Oh, they're actually going to move and attack. Okay. It's just these. So these are the raiders. Gotcha. Well, we've got, we can move right into this, into the middle. This is probably a really great place. It is a really great place for warmth of the sun. Look at this. But they will be messing that up. Let's get in their face here. Yep. We'll do something like this. We'll skip that movement. Yeah, I might as well use this only... Oh, nope, let's not use this. Let's have Brennus use that. I don't need this, except they're going to move 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, so they will be able to make that attack. Does Brennus need to make an attack of 7, or can he make an attack of 6? I think it's worth it. Oh, we're bringing in fire. Jeez, I'm bringing in fire afterwards. I don't know what I'm talking about here. Don't know what I'm talking about. Ring of Strength, no. Let's use this, and I feel like making an attack against one of them might be good. Making an attack against this might be even better. Let's make an attack against that instead. Bring in fire and light. That's great. Because if I can figure out a way to just sneak by and take these out, that would be wonderful. I don't think that's going to be the plan here, or going to be a good plan anyway. But if I can, then let's go for it. All right, move up. This is good. We'll be able to deal 1 damage to this pillar. He's yelling at it. And oh, skip the push. Yes. Oh, that would be great if I could just push it, right? Let's use this while I can, and I might as well go for that pillar again, right? It seems like a good idea to just try and take these out while they're not attacking me. Yeah, let's go for it. Good. Okay. We've got this doomed compass. We could use that to maybe move somebody out of the way and then run out of the door. We're going to want to take this down quick. Make this one be the last one we take out. That's probably a good idea. So let's run in. I could use my boots to stand here and then use my axe to just hammer on these two. And I'll let others make the attack against that pillar. I kind of like that idea. Or I go over here. Let's do this because then they'll be attacking him, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you'll be attacking Brennus versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So they'll be splitting it up when I do this. That's not too bad. We'll skip the rest of that movement. This is an attack of 7. With the battle axe. We might as well use the eagle eye goggles here. Let's go Brennus. Oh, look at everything here. This is great. Let's do it. And I can even push it. Where... Well, if I push it here, then I think... Is that when they will... He'll be immobilized. So that's kind of a good thing too, right? But I just saw... Where's the... Is it this one? No. Is it this one? I think it's this one. I just saw this. I think that's what I'm looking at here. But I'm not sure if this is the one that was on. Hard to tell. Hard to tell. So let's maybe push him back here. He'll be stuck wherever we put him. I'm just wondering where it's going to deal the 1 damage, right? Yeah, there it is. And for some reason, he got hit, but not him, even though he's adjacent to the... See what I mean? There's something wrong. There's something wrong with this modifier, but... Alright. Don't worry about any of that stuff. I do want to bring a card back, or maybe I just use mech suit, not next round, but the round after. But I don't think I want it yet, so we'll end there. Now it's your turn. We'll want to move. And we don't want to move far. We want to just move to here so that we have range. And I also want them to stay in here. If I screw this up, then it's going to... One of them is going to go here, and maybe the other one will come through. I'm not sure. But I feel like this is the best place to stand. So we'll move in. Skip the rest. Yep, skip the curse. So we've got our empty room back there. Hannibal, take a step out, please. I think right here is probably a good place. Yeah, I could go pick this up, but I don't want him to be the one being focused on. So right there, and then we can use you to make the attacks against that. So we'll do that. Go here. Thank you. And now, the moment we've been waiting for. I just realized that I remembered. At the end of a round, so you're going to move 1, 2, 3. You can't, I guess you could move here, but you're going to be stuck here. One of you is actually going to make it in here, aren't you? I'm not too excited about that. I might as well have you make this attack now. There we go. Even more fire. We're going to be just cursed, absolutely cursed by all of that. It looks like 4 curses each, but we'll be reaching a maximum before that. So that kind of... I could have taken that out, that pillar out by anybody else. And then run out of the door. Out of the room. Yeah, I don't know how much I like. I feel like it would be much better if, as soon as it goes down, everything in that room dies. This is a little too much, I think. Oh, you decided that's a good place for you to be. I think that's wrong, but okay. I'll take it. Yeah, it's a move 3. It should have continued on until it was here. I don't see why it would have stayed back there, but I will take the bug. Great. That actually helped me out by pushing it there. Oh, thanks. The camera always wants me to be focused on things it's doing, and then it doesn't do the thing I really want to see. Great, thank you. Round 3. So we'll start off at 14 with Vercingetorix. Shocking Advance and Vicious Ballet. Might as well use it when I've got it here. Make an attack of 3, someone else makes, and then someone else makes an attack of 3. We can make an attack with him against one of them. She can make the attack here, and then we can have Hannibal maybe attempt to finish this one off. Something like that. So they can both make that attack. It's attacking anyone, right? Yeah. Then 30. is Hannibal Care Package. We can use this maybe to remove that that wound before he gets his turn. And Disorienting Barrage, so that I can make attacks against a whole bunch of enemies. And Muddle. Now, just because we can't damage them, we can still muddle and put negative things like we saw. I mean, we can stun it, we can disarm back here, we can muddle them, so if we do get attacked by them, you know, they're at disadvantage. So maybe I do something like that here. 51 Savage Instinct. We can heal and strengthen and poison and bless. I'm hoping that that lasts that long, but I'm thinking of putting that onto Brennus here so that he's ready for his attack, and Lure of the Void for a disarm. Regardless if it's this round or for the next round, it's going to be helpful. Then 55, I think what I'm going to do, I need to remember to do this, Stamina Potion, so I can bring Mech Suit back. I want to use Mech Suit. I'm going to move 2, attack 2. So I move... Oh, I don't have to move at all. So basically it's already standing next to a wall. I do not need to deal any damage, but I can still create a single hex obstacle and an empty hex adjacent to the target. So that could be back here. I don't know if they're going to be here by the time it gets to his turn. If they're not, I'll chase them down. We'll see where they are. And then I can jump on top of that obstacle that I just created and make an attack of 4 at advantage because of this, and a blessing too. So I'm not sure how it's going to work because I can't kill them. I'm pretty sure I can still attack them though. So again, we'll see how this works, but the timing sounds really cool. So that I'd be able to make an attack, create the obstacle for rubble. But I do need to remember to take it back. If I forget, I've got another turn that I can remember there. Living Spirits, they're going to be attacking a couple enemies, or a couple of us. There's a disarm back there, and they're not moving, so if we can just back away a little bit, maybe that'll be good. But yeah, I think you're good. So, and then I just back away. Good. Let's make this attack first. Ah! That hurt. That hurt. So we'll use fire for you to make this attack again. Maybe Hannah will be able to do something better than that. Right there. Let's not use the Eagle Eye Goggles. Great. Great work. And then we'll use Light to have Boudica back there maybe tap on the pillar there and it'll knock over. Yes. Yes, guys. Yes. Okay, now all we have to do is just walk away, right? Let's see here. Maybe we'll be able to kill this one before it gets a turn. And that's not a bad place. I just feel like I don't want to be standing next to them, right? An attack of 6 or 5. Let's back away from that. So I think I'm going to step up to here. That puts a little bit of fear in my mind about what this guy's going to do. But these will all be disadvantaged. And then we've got a disarm back there. Well, can I jump somewhere better? Not really. I mean, there's a good chance we'll be able to kill this one first, right? So maybe we can do it that way. Alright. I mean, it's going last, so the poison will come later, but I'm hoping that I can deal with it now, and there's a good chance, right? There's definitely a good chance. We can use the Eagle Eye Goggles even. And let's see here. Is this where I want to be? That's a good question. But let's I could make this attack as well. And I could even go for this attack, or I move up slightly. I was thinking if I move up to here first, I could make attacks against them, and that might be helpful for maybe, let's see here. I could use the throwing hammer to maybe stun one of them, but you're really the only one that's going to be disarmed. Let's just let the disarm happen. And what I'll do is I'll make these attacks. I'll use the favorite against that one, so there's pretty decent chances of it dying. And I'll use the eagle eye goggles now. I could use the barbed axe, but nah. Okay. All right, let's see that. Oh, perfect. So that one's stunned. I can walk up just ever so slightly. I'd like to pick this up, but I do want to heal that that wound off. I might as well do that. And I have ways, you know, I have ways of picking that up later. So we'll move up to here. We'll skip the rest, and I'll heal that the wound off of you. Okay. I could also move somebody further away, but, I mean, they're just attack 2s, it's not that bad. Nah, I think we're fine. Okay. Okay, Void Warden's turn. I can disarm you, that's pretty good. And that's kind of, I think I'm okay with where you're standing. Yeah, so we'll skip that movement. And I'll use this to fully heal you. Yep, we'll bless you too. It will put a poison, but that's fine. Not too worried about that poison. You're not going to be attacked anyway. Oh no, I was just thinking, did I already forget? But no, you're up next. But do I want to take a card for her yet? I don't think so. The only thing I could see bringing back is Lure of the Void because I love it so much. But Hateful Blast would be a really good one to help out with... Oh, I've already taken out 2 of the columns. So we might not need to do too much more work here. We could just leave this one behind completely, run up here and deal some damage. Maybe push them, move them a little bit, take these out. Let's think about it like that, but I'm going to wait. For now, I think you're all right. So you're technically not next to a wall. You're next to a door. You're not either. So I might as well just do this. You're already stuck there. Everybody else is around here is dead, so we'll just take a step up here. Sure. No, let's keep it. Let's keep it. And we can... Oh, I could put it right there. Nice. Cool. I'm going to use this now because I'll forget if I don't. Let's take mech suit right back. And then we'll use rubble to jump here. That's a pretty fun combination, I gotta say. And the fact that I have a stamina potion makes that even better, so I can get the mech suit back before that first rest. And then use it to get all of my cards back immediately. We're already advantage. Let's go. Alright, I got rid of one of those curses already. I think he pulled the ×0 and a curse. I think so. We'll leave that there. Great. Great work. I would love to use this. I'm going to wait, I think, because I can't have it. It won't be used against them. I'll use this for one of them. We'll take the 3 damage in this case. And ouch. Luckily, we don't have to worry about the other one. Yeah, in this case, we'll do that. Round 4. Now we're disarmed, so we have to try and figure out what we can do. No, definitely not. Flying sickle would be really good right now, but I'm thinking we go for something like Warmth of the Sun and maybe Sand Devil. I don't think I'm going to use it, but it could be pretty interesting. I wonder how the Sand Devil reacts to the ceiling falling on it. As for back here, let's go with a Sap Warmth, and we need to move. Suggestion. Let's use that 1, 2, 3 so we can actually get closer to that door. And a Sap Warmth that we can put a poison out, and then everyone can start healing themselves. Shrapnel could be pretty helpful just against those 2 enemies. It kind of looks like I'm gonna have to take care of them before we run through that door, doesn't it? I think it does. So we'll use retrieval, and I might as well use shrapnel just to throw a couple attacks out against them. And as for you, we have light, but that's not going to be helpful. I say I use something like extra fuel. That's not next to a wall, though. Let's go nowhere to run and Dust Cloud. I'll use Dust Cloud's top ability to make attacks against these 2. Something like that. Alright. So we'll have Brennus up first in this case. They're going to create traps. Of course they are. But it looks like we're going to be standing in positions to actually hold those traps. We'll be able to walk through here and through here. A trap will probably go there and there. They're doing that stuff. Unless... No. Okay. That would be a 27. That's not fast enough. And a 47 is not slow enough. But I'm okay with going at that time. So we'll move up to here. And I could push them. That's actually a good idea, except if I push them... Oh no, that's actually a great idea. If I push him out of the way, he can't put the trap there. He'll have to put the trap in one of those hexes. So that's actually... Yeah, that'll work. So skip the ability to. We'll make this attack. And now I might as well use the poison dagger against this, so that we've got another way to heal with her Sap Warmth coming up. And we'll just put the other poison maybe on this one. Something like that. I could even stun it too. Do I care about that though? Yeah, sure. Why not? Oh, cool. I think I clicked on it and then I didn't click on who I was going to put it on, so I'm glad that it didn't just go away. But I should have put it on, like I click on it here and then click on you, so that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. We'll end there. Alright. Great pulls there. Yeah, so the traps are absolutely out of our way. Don't have to worry about that at all. We'll heal up. I'm realizing now that the only hex I can put it in is back here. I don't like that idea. I'd rather put it somewhere up front, so I'm not going to do that. We'll just skip the ability here altogether. minor mana potion. Is there a reason why maybe I want to bring fire in for next turn? I could even... Maybe it's too early to be doing something like that. Because I could make an attack 1, sure, yeah, but I could finally use that stun powder, and then I can bring the mech suit in. Nah, we'll skip it. We'll skip it for now. So, right. I guess I don't need to move 3. Now I'm kind of in the way, but I guess I could still move to here. Is that what I want to do? I think so. We'll move up there. And then poison the other one. Now, whoever we attack will be healing a little bit from that. And do we want to take a card back now? I think Hateful Blast might be a good thing to bring in so that we can actually help out a little bit. So let's do that. Let's bring Hateful Blast back in. This way we can help out with Boudica. Alright. Now it's your turn for Hannibal. Do we want to pick this up first? It's a good question. I think we kind of do, don't we? That way we can throw it again and maybe deal a bit more damage. We're going to be healing twice because of this. So you and you, we can throw the favorite maybe. We have Overwatch and Ricochet. So probably closer to the door might be a better choice, right? So we can grab it on our way out. Oh! Nice. Well, we're not going to have to worry about them, are we? Confirm targets. Oh, heal. That's what it is. Again, I'd really like it to just say Hannibal can heal for 1 down here instead of trying to figure out what's going on up there. It's just a tiny bit of information and it would be immediately helpful. We might actually need this soon. I'm happy that it's going that way, though. Nah. We got that, right? Alright. Shield of the Desert, Flying Sickle. Maybe we can have everybody running through here. This is a move... Oh, this is just a move of 2. So 1, 2. Hateful Blast. And... I mean, we need to get rid of this so we have more places to stand. And we need to make an attack against that, too. Overwatch, Ricochet, and extra fuel and mech suit. Maybe we'll run through the door with this and mech suit it up in that room, and he can just kind of deal with that room as we try and figure out how to break this room apart on our way out. Hateful Blast, and maybe we just don't go Hateful Blast. Close to the Abyss for some sort of healing and... I mean, I want to use the bottom abilities of both of these. Let's go with Withering Conviction then. Alright. So Vercingetorix is up first. Let's start walking toward the door. And we'll probably be able to kill this anyway. That's a pretty big attack. An attack of 4. And the heal is not going to do anything. Do we want to go earlier, later? No? Okay. I mean, I could use this, make attack here, move a couple, and then make attack somewhere else, and then make another attack there. Or I just move a couple and make a big attack. Let's do the bottom ability here. You first. If you're not dead, I'll try again. There. Don't have to worry about it. And you get to heal. Yeah, we'll use light to move. I'm not going to be able to use light here, but it's just an attack of 3. That's okay. That's okay. We'll move up to here. And make this attack. Wound it a little bit. I wish. And now this attack. And we got that too. That's helpful. That is helpful. I think it's still going to be an attack against probably Boudica, because she's going to be the one furthest away from the door. I probably should have used his healing potion, huh? Okay, well, let's jump on in. Even though you're supposed to be the one performing the demolition, he's kind of running away. It's not a bad thing, right? Not a bad thing. What are they gonna do? Ooh, that's an attack of 5? Okay. Well, now's a good time to use that chain armor. But if I move into this hex, then this one will back up. So I think that's the better... Because if I move here, then this will just move there and I won't have a clear shot anyway. So let's have this one back up. I guess it could move into this hex. Well, we'll see what it does. And he's poisoned too. Okay, and we'll use this too. That should help out quite a bit. Quite a bit. Now, what do we do here? Do we move just 2 to there? Do I move 2 to here and then make an attack against this? That seems pretty crazy. Because then everybody out here would take 10 damage, and that would kill you. That would kill him. So let's not do that. Let's move up to here. What I'm gonna do is just make an attack with air against this one. Just kind of make my way through. Alright, well. Got rid of it. That's nice, right? Can I use this? This would be really helpful to move this out of the way. Maybe move this one out of the way over here. Then we can just stand right there and push through. They are flying, so they could fly behind him, but I don't see him. I don't see that doing that very frequently. But I do kind of like the idea of doing that. Maybe I should do that as we're running through, though. He's going to need to take a long rest. So do I... Maybe I just stand here and heal them and curse them. They don't have any curses. No, they don't. So let's maybe do that. I won't move this time. Is that a bad idea? I don't have enough movement to get through, so I think this is okay. And I'll use this to heal both of them. They're not going to gain any blessings out of it, but they're at least healing. And yeah, and I'll have to move a little bit and use this stand fast to move and hateful blast. But we could do that maybe from over here. Problem is that both of them are going to be taking a long rest, so maybe it would have been better to move a little bit. Yeah. Probably. I could use my Ring of Haste, get it back, use it again, and just use like move 2, move 2. That sounds pretty awesome, but it does sound a bit much. Of course it went that way. So I will have to, I'll use his thing to move it out of the way. That compass. Ouch. Alright, now's a good time for that. Nice work. You just put those out. Round 6. Long rest. I'm gonna have to start working on these, right? We've got a long rest here. Hateful Blast, stand by, stand fast. And then what do we do here? Well, this could be a painful round, depending on what they decide to do, but I'm going to be going with micro missiles for the bottom and level for the top. We'll make an attack against this, and then maybe just stand in the doorway. 1, 2, 3. That would deal 3 damage to everything with micro missiles. I don't know if I like the idea, though. I mean, I really like the idea, but I don't know if it's a good idea. Yeah. 29, Hateful Blast, and stand fast. I'm going to have to move and maybe deal some... I don't know. This is... I'm getting a little desperate is what it's looking like. So I think what I'm going to do, my thought could be that I use my Empowering Talisman to bring my Minor Stamina Potion back, to use Commanding Presence so that I can move and maybe get the Vercingetorix to move with her to save her, to save his health. I can use Ring of Haste to do that in this round. And we have long rest, long rest. Let's see what they're doing. It might be a good thing to try and take this out right away. It might be. It's going to hurt Hannibal quite a bit. So, well, let's see if I can actually take this one out and deal some damage to that. That might be helpful. Let's start by attacking that. Oh man. It's looking like this is what I want to do. The other problem is that he's going to be standing in the doorway too. Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it, but these are some major attacks that's coming in. They're not going to be able to stun, so that's something. But maybe I move in slightly to here then. I think I just have to get out of the way. Yeah, let's not do my plan. And now I can't heal. Or, yeah, I can't heal with them anyway, but I have that poison, which is still pretty rough. So I think I'm going to do my plan here, but I forgot I wanted to use this bottom ability for the reason that this is not going to be enough, right? And I moved when I shouldn't. What I want to do is I want to use the Ring of Haste, but I need to get the Minor Stamina Potion to get Commanding Presence. So what I'm going to have to do, again, we'll make this attack from back here. And now I'll have one of you make an attack. Whoever has... Oh, wow. I mean, I guess I could have you make the attack, right? But you're standing right next to it. The problem is that I have curses I really don't want to deal with. So let's hope that he can do this. right there. Come on, buddy. Great. It's not a really great thing here, but okay, empowering talisman. We need to get our stamina potion back. Now we use the stamina potion to get commanding presence back. And now we use Ring of Haste on commanding presence. Now we use commanding presence to move in. And we're going to be needing to move. Confirm. Oh, confirm the curse. We're going to need to move Vercingetorix. Because I don't want him to be back here taking 2 hits and then taking the damage from the room dying or breaking apart. So we'll move you. You're going to make an attack of 4. It's still not great. Everyone's going to be taking a hit in here. And this is going to be bad because he's the one that's going to take the hits now. End your turn. Okay. So, can he survive this? Ow. Ooh. That's bad. Oh wait, it's not that bad though. It does mean that it will be part of the ones that die though. That's kind of okay. As long as these don't... Negative damage, please. Oh, that's great. We have one more though. And now they're blocking the door. Yeah, this is an issue now because there's... I mean, I'm going to have to put somebody right here so that they have to split up and move behind him. Alright, well, let's heal up Vercingetorix, right? He's safe now. Now we need to use this. Yeah, burn retrieval. We're not going to be seeing that anymore. Receive 10 damage or they'll burn a card. I think burning a card instead of 10 damage might be a good idea. We'll drop Ricochet. Boo! Okay, well, round 7. Oh, I learned something there. One, obviously we can burn a card in order to mitigate the incoming 10 damage. Now that's probably not ideal, but we also rest before we take the damage. Very, very interesting. So what we're gonna do is stop caring about ending our turn in the room because I can just burn a card, even if I take a long rest. But we probably don't want to be taking a lot of hits from them anyway, right? So, alright, 12. We're going to go Sand Devil, a move of 5 with his boots, and Barbaric Instincts for a shield. Don't think we'll be able to use the damage or the pull or anything like that, but basically what I'm trying to get at here is jump over here, get close to them still, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay close enough that they focus on you, and we'll just take the damage with Vercingetorix, with a shield, of course. And then we do have the bladed armor if we need it. We also have the heater shield. 30 care package, we'll just move a little bit, and disorienting barrage will maybe mitigate a bit of damage with this too, hitting all 3 of them. Again, not going to deal any damage, I already know that. but the muddle will be helpful against them, and dealing a little bit of damage against this would be helpful. 55, rubble and dust cloud. I'm gonna move and then jump. So 1, 2. Now it doesn't go too far. That's a bit worrying, but we can burn a card. And as I'm saying that, maybe it's not the best idea, but we have a lot of cards. We've only burned 1 card, so it's not that bad yet. And then on 99 for Boudica back here, what we'll do is just take a rest, and well, I guess nobody's attacking this, are they? I'm just realizing that now. Nobody's making an attack against this, so it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. We just won't. Whenever we do finally, oh, and of course they're doing that. Of course they're doing that. They're gonna attack everybody. Well, I feel like we need to kind of get moving, right? I can't believe that they are making that kind of an attack. Now I'm realizing this is just a terrible idea. There's 4 of them in here. Somebody's dead. Skip the pull, we'll do that though. Yeah, if I'm gonna be going into this room, I should be trying to get rid of this, right? I'm gonna use this for maybe that. Let's bring this in. Jeez, okay, this was a bad idea, people. Alright, skip the rest of that movement. I want to heal that poison off of them once and for all. I guess at least they're going to be muddled, right? Right? Is this worth it? I guess... Oh, here we go. You know what? This is worth it. I'm going to stun both of them. That is worth it. Times 2. Okay. And... Oh, I can't move them. But that's... I should probably do that next round. Care package or disorienting barrage? Disorienting barrage could be helpful to bring back for that kind of reason later. But I definitely... Next turn, I'm going to move them... Move one of them out of the way. They can fly right through that. So I'll move this out of the way so that we can get through. Yeah, I'm going to bring that in. Let's get disorienting barrage right back. Okay, good. We got something on my side here, finally. Oh, man. No! Okay, heal up. Let's get this going here. I can't move. I can get to here. Oh, I can still do the thing that I was planning on doing. So I'll still do that. Skip the rest of that movement. Skip the ability. I mean, yeah, that would be wonderful if I could do something like that. But we're going to jump into the doorway. And I can't do anything else. That was still part of my plan. Alright, round 8. This is going to be tough. This is going to be... I made a very bad mistake back there. Really stupid. Flame Shroud to go early, but I can grab a shield too. But I'm going to use Warmth of the Sun first, as I was suggesting, I think, before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hexes. There's nobody standing here, of course, but at 6, I should be able to hit all of this, and I have my Ring of Strength. So I have that going for me for this group of 4. And then, if I can move in, then I will, for sure. 17 for Brennus back here. Extra fuel. This is an attack of 5 with wound against this guy. Let's hope that does something. If these 2 hexes are open, that's great. I can move into one of them, get out of the way a little bit. I'd like to get in as far as I can. Let's see what I can do. 40, Overwatch, an attack of 4. That will be against this pillar. And then Power Pitch to move 3. 1, 2, 3. He's going to be in the doorway. It's not fun. Then we have Black Boon, 43 for Boudica. Move 2, and Lure of the Void. So she's going to be just moving to here. Of course, what I need to do with Hannibal is move you out of the way. We'll see what that looks like. And then Lure of the Void for a disarm, right? Let's, yeah, I'm going to use Black Boon. Oh, I have boots. That's right, I have boots. That's why I want to go for that. I want to go a bit earlier, and then we can move and move. And I'm hoping that I'm able to clear some space here. Okay, those aren't terrible, but they're not great either. Something I could do is go after her. No, I need to go before so I can use my my compass. All right, use the Ring of Strength first. There we go. Now we use this, and I want to make the attack against, just making sure here, these 5 hexes, well, these 4 hexes, at advantage. It's not looking like I'm going to be able to kill any of them, is it? Well, let's see. Oh, we got rid of one enemy. That's perfect. Now I can move in. This only has 1 more health left. This has 3, that has 3. This will be attacking at disadvantage, but it will move away first. So maybe I'll be able to move in a little bit further. Nah, we're not going to be going early enough. Or we're going too early for that, but skip the rest of that. We'll consume fire for some more strength. Or for some more shield. Okay. I do have to worry about all of the incoming damage on you. That's 4 attacks against you. 5 attacks against you, maybe. Maybe not. Well, yeah. No. Okay. Next. Next. Let's see what you can do. Now, should I just go for the attack? Or maybe I... Oh, I don't have my battle axe anymore. Never mind. So let's go for this attack. Is this a minor potion? A minor power potion time. Whatever happened to his... Oh, micro missiles. Okay, I was wondering why I hadn't seen this yet, but it's because I've been using the bottom ability so much. That makes more sense. I'd like to use this just in case, but I don't think it's gonna matter. This is the only one. Well, yeah, you know, there's other chances, but it's pretty limited. Let's go for it. Oh, I love you. I think back all of those things that I said to you. Let's move all the way in so that we're actually out of the way here. And now for this attack, and in this case I think I want to use my eagle eye goggles just to make sure that we're getting rid of it, right? I mean, I have some attacks coming up that I would be happy to use it for, but nah, you know what? Let's I think this is important. We need this to go away. Good. Good. Now, please, sir, get out of my way. We did it. Oh man, we did it. Okay, end your turn. Now we use these with my boots. I'm thinking... Oh, you don't want to pick up loot, right? Yeah, so we'll move there. It is sad that we're leaving my favorite behind, but... And now you, take a step in, please. And I think that room will definitely break and they will all die. Skip the rest. And now who do we want to... I mean, I don't... Maybe we want to make sure that you don't attack because it's going to be against you two. But you guys are taking quite a bit of damage too, aren't you? Who has the least amount of cards in their hand? He does. You've got enough cards. You guys are fine, so maybe we want to kind of protect you two a little bit more. Yeah. That's a pretty nasty attack. I guess the thing we have to remember here is that whoever makes the... whoever I disarm, they're going to be moving adjacent to somebody. So if I disarm you, for instance, this thing... Oh, it's not going to move at all. Never mind. So if I disarm you, you're not going to move. I think I'd like you to move out of the way. I say let's disarm this one. That one looks like the most worrisome. And I get to move it too. Guess I could have thought of that. I could have disarmed you and move it back, but... skip the movement. Oh, hey, up. Check this out. Let's make that attack. Nice. Oh, that's good. I was thinking of making the attack against the pillar, but I realized you had advantage, and this one was almost dead anyway, so... That's one less incoming attack. Yeah, we've got you. But you're kind of out of our way. We don't have to worry about you too much. Okay. And you are 1, 2, 3. We don't have to worry about that attack at all. I kind of forgot that they're not moving, so it's cool. Okay. Oh. That's painful. Do I have... What do I have here? I just got rid of that heal, and I don't have his other heal. I ended up dropping that one because I thought, I'm not going to need it. Maybe he won't need it, though. I'm just going to have to be very, very careful. Perceive it. Round 9. This is getting a bit clustery now. We need to... We've got these two that are pretty close to being gone. Those two. And then we have this one last room. So it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Let's see what we can do here around 9. Alright, so we'll start off with Hannibal at 11. quick turnaround, disorienting barrage, just to, I guess, what, 1, 2, 3, maybe, and then hit 3 of them. Yeah, that will kind of save him a little bit more too. So, and then 14 shocking advance will be able to make an attack against maybe this one or this one, depending on what happens, and burn away the dark to disarm this guy. We do have to worry about this, so maybe I just sit here and disarm, or maybe I do walk up here. I'm thinking I walk up here. Let's try and protect him a little bit more. Gut punch. Maybe I use this against you. And then robotic enhancement for a move. Maybe I use the stun instead. But I do have... I have stun. Maybe I do the stun and the stun. We'll see. 51, Savage Instinct for a heal. And Close to the Abyss for the heals. Let's heal. I'm getting a little dangerously close to dying, so... Okay. Yeah, I might just end up stunning both of them, and they're going to be disarmed, and we can make a little bit of damage against them. So I think I'm cool with this. So... nope, don't have to worry about that. Right. Now, do I want to move up first? Whoops. I can't make the attack against anything else, so I'll move up first. And we won't ever see our favorite again. Kind of sad, but... yeah, we'll start chipping away at these two. Sure. You know, sure. Why not? Oh, the only one that I really wanted. Well, I guess maybe I deserve that. I don't know. I got rid of a curse. That's good, right? I could use this instead, because you're actually just going to be attacking him now. This might be pretty good if I attack all of this. The wound isn't going to do anything, but maybe I pull something to take care of... I am strengthened too. I kind of like this idea. Since you're only going to be attacking one, you've got really good cards in there. I'm gonna go for it. Maybe this is a bad idea. But I think it's a good idea. I'm not going to use this in case he wants to use it, and it's not really going to help me at all anyway, so... It would have been good to include that one, but that I would have had to stand there for that. Hey, we got rid of 2. I think that's worth it. And then how did I get 3? It says I got 2. There's 1. There's 1. Am I missing something here? I don't know what's going on. How did I get 3? I'm thinking we do a little bit of stun. We just... Good hit. That was a good hit. And then we stun you too, just so that we don't get anything from that. Oh! Oh, I love you. You're actually pulling them when I want you to. Sometimes. I think you might have pulled it back there and I didn't really want you to, but... I totally forgot about his, It's just 1 damage. I totally forgot about his flea-bitten shawl, so I'm gonna have to burn a card here. I guess Flaming Sickle it is. Man! Well, at least you're close enough for this. Now you're poisoned. So we'll... You're too far away. Well, it's not for you then. And I'll heal you up, or strengthen you. Because you can... Nope, nope. We want to strengthen... Yeah, let's strengthen you. That's going to be the case. Okay, now I need to be really careful because that was a bad thought there. Round 10, we have Vicious Ballet and Flying Sickle. Both of those are really great cards. Wow. Really good attack on the top, and the bottom abilities are fantastic too. So we'll be able to do a lot of good work with that. Let's go with maybe Commanding Presence to get moving again. And maybe a Hateful Blast for an attack against one of them. We'll go late so that maybe we can get through this quicker. I'll probably end up using Bombardment in this case, and Shrapnel just for a couple bit of movement. And, oh man, well, Long Rest. Yeah, Long Rest back there, and we've got plenty ways of moving with him. He'll get his boots back. We have move 5, and we can even bring this in, so that's like a move of, what, 7, 8, 9? That's plenty to get up to here. Yeah, I think I don't know if we're going to be able to close this off right now, but we can definitely do a lot of good work here. What are you gonna do? So I need you to kind of really get in its face now. That's gonna be the case. Yeah, we can do that too. So I can deal damage here, here, here with all 3 of those, and then just use this as an attack against that, and that'll be really close. So skip that. Oh, whoops. No. We want to deal the damage here. We'll skip the movement, deal the damage here. Again. Now we've got an attack against this. Or I can make the attack against this guy. I mean, making the attack against this would be good. Yeah. Alright. Alright, fair enough. Good. This thing's holding on by some splinters. I'm just going to make this one attack, and I don't want this to move up adjacent to that. That's a bit scary. But let's... Oh, yeah. Well, I mean... Do I want to use it now? I guess it's okay. I just want to make that one attack. There. So we don't have to worry about that guy. And then move over here. That's okay, right? Yeah, skip the push. Oh, I see. So it's going to move away, but it's still going to make an attack against him, against Hannibal, because that's his focus. Good. Good work. Thank you. To the door? I guess that's okay. Well, alright. And now... I guess I do want to do something like this. But maybe I don't want to move too far so that I can have somebody else moving. But who would that be? I guess if I move here, then I can have him move up. I'll do this. Yeah, another curse. What I'm going to do is just attack, even though it's not going to do anything, I'll still be able to 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I don't want to be moving that close. No. So, yep. I'm going to put him next to the door there. So skip the rest of that movement. And this way, it's going to be muddled for its next attack. Ooh, that heal. Watch this. So exciting. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. Round 11. Oh, long rest. Let's, this might be pretty helpful in this case. I don't know what else to do. We'll do that. Take a long rest, and I'd like to maybe stun you, or we'll figure out something to do. But let's get a big move anyway, right? Let's use this for a move 5, and we can figure out what to do with like well, maybe that. We'll see what we want to do with it. So it's not a big deal. It will be an attack against him though. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah, skip your turn. So I guess what I'll have to do is just move over here. I'll pick up some loot, move over here, and just stun you, and then I'll have to run over there later. I have my boots still too, so skip and stun. Please don't break. Now would be a really bad time for you to break and just deal damage to that. Okay. I mean, it's not great, but within range of 2. So let's not move. Yeah, she has plenty of cards. Let's not move. We're gonna heal everybody around us. And then I'll use this. Is there a reason to do anything? Well, I was thinking maybe I had like a way to stun, but not the case. Alright. Heal a bit more, good. And I'm thinking shocking advance probably at this point. Good. We've got 6 health with him now. Great. Care package. Don't think we're going to need that now. Alright. Round 12. So we'll be taking 23 for Boudica. She's going first this time. Suggestion and Withering Conviction. Not entirely sure what I want to do here. So we'll see. I think I'm going to move and curse. And I'm probably going to open this door with her. We can just burn some cards if it comes down to it. But there's only this last room. 54 Bombardment for Hannibal. That could be pretty helpful. And Power Pitch just for a little bit of movement. Also bringing in air for next round. We've got some air up there. 55 Rubble for the jump 2 and the micro missiles for move 2. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4 with his boots and rubble. And then micro missiles, we can walk up a little bit, maybe stand in the doorway and deal the last damage to this, so we don't have to pull any modifier for it that time. And also, you know, probably hit everything in this room too. Sand Devil and Flying Sickle, a bunch of movement and a big hit. Let's see it. Let's see it. Okay. Yep, I'm fine with that. Let's open up the door with Boudica. How about that? Ooh, she can't go too far. That could be a problem, but she has... Yeah, it'll be... Oh. Huh. Oh, would you look at that? We can just burn a couple cards and we'll end up in that room, so it's not too bad at all. You know, I'm going to do this for some experience, since it's the last round. That stun would have been pretty fun. Okay. Hatchet's turn. I'm just gonna use this here. I guess we can just make this attack instead. It's not gonna matter. Just getting experience and then run in. Okay. Well, I mean, this wasn't too bad at all. We can use the rubble. One, 2, 3. That will still have line of sight, right? Ooh, barely. Oh, but we want to keep that. Yeah, so let's do this first. I guess we're not going to make it. No, we're not going to make it. But that's okay. It does not matter. You, on the other hand, you've got it. Run on out of here. Hey, there we go. Perfect. ×2. Wow, that would have been an attack of 10. Skip the pull. So, yeah, we'll just burn a couple cards. That's fine with me. Burn. And you can just take the damage. But we'll burn a card. Whoops. Let's burn a card. Victory!
There is a long groan followed by a sharp crack. The roof buckles, and then the whole thing comes crashing down at once, kicking up a huge cloud of dust in a cacophony of noise.
My favorite.
You are blinded
gone forever.
and deafened for a brief moment. But as the dust clears, you see the job well done in front of you. The building is destroyed, and any sort of haunting has dissipated.
Let's see here. Straggler and Altruist. So fast healer. Yeah, see? Forgot about it. Totally forgot about it. Yeah. And Gambler. Never got that opportunity, I guess. Okay. Cool. Interesting. Very interesting. I like that one. For a Jaws of the Lion scenario, that one was pretty good. That one was pretty good. I enjoyed that one. It's a out-of-the-box scenario or puzzle that didn't feel like it was either extremely too powerful against our favor, like against us, or that it was just too easy. But I do think that part of the tactic is burn cards. It's okay to burn cards because, well, make sure that you have cards in your hand. Don't burn 2 cards at once, particularly in that first room or second room, something like that. So I definitely think part of the strategy is manage your burning at the right time. And it doesn't matter. 1 card for 10 health is pretty good. And the timing of it is after your long rest too. So back to Gloomhaven. Hard Traveling Heroes for the achievement.
The demolitionist reports back to the foreman, and then uses the earnings to build themselves a fancy new pair of boots.
Nice. Ooh, I like these boots. The jet boots and 12 XP. Yeah, I ended up having her throw some money in just to... because I knew we were getting close. So, jet boots. During your movement, add +1 move and jump to a single movement. I mean, Brennus, right? He made them. It's going to him. No doubt about it. Let's put those on right now. Those will look pretty cute on him. And we can get rid of these boots of striding and maybe somebody else can pick them up, because I feel like, although, you know, I'm kind of digging the boots of speed on the hatchet for Hannibal. Plus or minus 10, it doesn't feel like much, but in some situations it is very helpful. I don't think about it too much when I'm actually choosing my cards, and I feel like that's why I overlook it quite a bit. But there's another boots of very speed, I don't know what it's called, that are plus or minus 20. And I feel like those are very helpful. But this one can be good for threading that needle. You just need a little bit extra push in one direction or the other, and you can squeeze in between somebody else, like two others, either a monster or a couple monsters, or an ally and monster, or a couple allies. So obviously you could do that with plus or minus 20, but I feel like you need to be better planner with the plus or minus 20. And I also feel like when I'm choosing my cards in Digital Gloomhaven, of course, Jaws of the Lion, this also takes place, is I don't look at the gear that I have very frequently. In the board game, you know, it's I feel like that's something I probably say in every scenario, every episode in the board game. But you've got the items right in front of you, and you have the cards in front of you. So I feel like I'm looking at both of them as I'm making my choices, and I don't have that same feeling in Digital. Now the cards are right there; they're right next to the cards, but because I have to be doing this to look at my cards, I think that's kind of my problem. The fact that I have to do this to choose my cards. I choose my two cards this way, with the gear on the side, right? So I'm putting a lot of focus. Now this is like a very minor thing here, but it can be kind of a make or break thing for some people. When you're just focusing on choosing your cards by looking at, by putting the cursor over the bar, the title, and you're looking at it, all of your focus is on this side and not on this side where all the gear is laid out. Now this might not be everyone. I think some people that haven't played the board game might have a better at focusing their attention on all of the stuff and the cards. So it might not be a major thing, but this tiny thing does kind of put the items kind of out of sight, out of mind for me personally. So I think I've only thought about this here and now because I saw somebody in the Discord say something like, hey, I don't like the fact that I can't see the cards. It'd be nice if they were lined up on the bottom or in another way, because he's not looking at the titles. He doesn't remember that it's named Rubble. He looks at the card and he knows the way that the card looks. And I totally understand that. When you see all of the cards lined up, you see this instead of that. Instead of just the titles. So I don't have that as a major problem. I think because I've been recording and I say the title all the time, that I've actually gotten used to what the title is of the card. I don't think I actually had that that idea when I was playing by myself in the board game. You know, I saw the cards, I knew what they looked like, But if I just lined them up by the title, I probably wouldn't really understand what I was holding. So anyway, just a little bit of an aside there. I think, yeah, we've got the jet boots. What I'm going to do is run to the merchant. I see that we have a couple level ups. This is fantastic. But I want to sell off his boots. Boots of Striding now. Because I want that to be available the next time when I'm looking at these. And I think, you know, do I want to get rid of these winged shoes for a pair of Boots of Striding? Now, I can't afford it now, but maybe in the future. I don't know. The winged shoes seem pretty cool for Vercingetorix now. I like to put him into some really sticky, terrible situations, and the winged shoes allow me to do that. So, anyway, this will at least now I'll see that they're available, and I can think about it. Back to Gloomhaven, and Brennus is level 9. I just leveled him up last time. Wow. Okay, let's do Boudica first. Boudica, level 8. Lull into Oblivion. There's no burning here, so we've got some fun happening. Stun and Curse. Range 3, targeting 2. If either target suffers damage this round or this active effect is cancelled before the end. Wait. If either target suffers damage this round or this active effect is cancelled before the end of the round, both targets lose stun. Well, what? Why? So if they lose stun or curse, this active effect is cancelled before the end of the round. Both targets lose stun. How could you lose curse? I could see how they lose stun. They take a turn and then they don't get the stun goes away. But they would already lose stun. Oh, okay. Let's say because of initiative, one goes earlier than the other. One is stunned, and the other one, and then becomes active, so it's not stunned, and then the other one wouldn't have become active again before the end of the round, then they will lose stun anyway. I'm sorry, that is just terrible. Stun and curse a couple enemies. You have to make sure that Boudica is going after both of them, I guess. Okay. I mean, it's an 11, so it's even worse, because now you have to pair this with a very late card to make sure that you're the last one going. Now you've stunned both of them and cursed both of them, and they're stunned for the next round. You and all allies within range 2 may perform move 3, make it 4 if you consume darkness. I like the bottom ability. That top ability is kind of weird. Empowered Link. This burns, but it's used 3 times on your next 3 heal abilities when possible. Target an additional ally. That sounds pretty cool. Move 2. Target self and all adjacent allies bless. Also bring in ice. Lull into Oblivion, that bottom everybody moves 3 is really, really cool. And I'm sure I could use the top ability and be happy with it. You just have to know that the stuns are going to be used for the next round probably. Or you go really early and then both of those targets have been stunned this round, or this effect is cancelled before the end of the round. Okay, so if one of them loses stun, the other one will lose stun immediately, I think, or just lose it at the end of the round. I don't know. I feel like the wording on that one is pretty bad. Let's go with Empowered Link. I'm going to take Empowered Link. I feel like Taunting Fate could be a good thing, but I could also use this top ability of Empowered Link to heal quite a bit. So I could use Black Boon twice. I could use Close to the Abyss a third time, right? Or this I could use twice. So let's grab it. And I can use the bottom ability once or twice and then grab Empowered Link later. Yeah, let's grab that. I think that's going to be a good one. Otherwise I would take something else. But I don't know, both of those seem kind of weird, right? I don't know. Am I the only one that feels that way? We'll grab that. We have 2 perk points, so which one do we want? Do we want to bring in more ice or darkness? And we'll grab both of them. No ice or darkness, no, nothing. This uses darkness, top and bottom. This uses ice and darkness. Okay, well, that didn't help. Darkness, ice, darkness, darkness. That brings in ice. So I think I'm going to bring in darkness in this case. It seems that I've been using darkness more than ice or frost or whatever we're going to call that. Okay. Cool. Next, Brennus. Level 9. Do you reach level 9 in Jaws of the Lion board game? I was under the impression you don't. That you would reach maybe level 6 or 7 or maybe just 5. I don't know. Collateral damage. Destroy 1 adjacent obstacle or object with health. If you do, gain 1 and perform attack 4, push 2. Target all enemies adjacent to the destroyed obstacle or object. Wow. And bringing in Earth makes it an attack of 6. I feel like that's... Is it explode? Yeah, that one. So destroy an obstacle and then do this. But this is an attack of 4 against all of them and push. Move 2, destroy an adjacent obstacle. If you do, gain a point. And all enemies in the same room as the destroyed obstacle suffer damage. Yikes. Oh, no, I like this. I like these kinds of attacks and moves. Wholesale destruction. Move 2, attack 2, move 2, attack 3. Make it +1 attack wound. Is it just for the last one, or is it for both of them? You may perform any destroy obstacle ability as if 1 empty hex within range of the ability contains an obstacle. You may perform any destroy obstacle ability as if an empty hex within range of the ability contains an obstacle. So we could pair that with rubble, even if there's no obstacle. And it's on the bottom. So what else could I pair that with? A collateral damage. Oh, that's the one we just got. I think I like this one anyway because it has... Oh, it's attack 2, move 2, attack 3. Wow, okay. So it's hit, move, hit. But that could be a move 4 or 3 now because of his boots. And he could also jump as part of that. I'm going to take this one. And that's level 9, so I'm not going to be able to take any more cards. But I feel like even this... Oh, no, this is a persistent. So I put this down, and then I get to use that with anything. Okay. Well, that's cool. I'm going to drop level and bring in wholesale destruction. If I feel like I need level, I'll just bring it back in and I'll drop something else. But that's good. This is a persistent ability, so I can put this down and then later use something like this. Okay. I wonder if I could use that. How does that work with nowhere to run? And his final perk point, for now at least. Let's remove a 1 and add a 2, probably. Or we can just add a 2. Let's do that. Okay, well, I think I've talked for far too long here, but this was good. I'm enjoying Jaws of the Lion again. That's a good thing. This scenario and the last scenario, Best of the Best, those were pretty fun. Out of the box, not Gloomhaven. It's good, interesting puzzles that were still fun. Great. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, you can let me know by leaving a like or a comment. If you're feeling extra generous, you can follow the link in the description to buy me a coffee. And with that, thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you next time.